Hi guys, it's Floss and this is a FlossTube video. In today's video, I'll be sort of doing a quick update about what I've been up to for the rest of October, which is about 3 weeks ago since I made my last stitching update video. If you're interested in this quick little update, then keep watching. Today is 5th of November. It is a Tuesday, but it is a public holiday in Victoria in Australia. It is a Cup Day, so it sounds a bit silly. It's literally a day for people to do horse racing celebration. We don't really care about horse racing. In fact, we're probably more against it rather than not, because we have greyhounds and there's greyhound racing, and you know the cruel treatment of greyhounds surrounding the whole racing industry. But we're still embracing the public holiday because we get to chillax and I get to sit here and make a video for you. Now the goal is to hopefully finish filming in half an hour or so, because I want to get my bloody hair washed. So whenever I do a hair washing thing, it's always a big ordeal because it takes a while and also drying takes a while. Anyway, that's why I haven't been bothered dressing up or like putting on makeup, because I just want to finish it and get going. So ever since I made my last video, I noticed it was doing really well. To be honest, I don't know what makes a video popular, because I don't think I did anything different from all my other videos. But yeah, I've gained quite a few subscribers from that, so thank you. If you're new, I'm Floss. So in this channel, I am just showing you how I enjoy cross stitch as a hobby. So here there's not a lot of whip, so I limit my whips to about a 10, like a sort of a 10 as the max number ish. I'm also on hobby budget as well, so I get about $50 a month. If I get extra, I'll tell you why that is. Yeah, there's no crazy like collections and whip parade, stuff like that. So if you don't mind that, if you want to see something different, then welcome. So with all my cross stitch update videos, I divide the video up into different chapters. So generally it will be hobby budget or what I've purchased during the month or during this period of time, and then it is whip, so what I've stitched, and then maybe it's plans, stitching related, could be video filming plans, stuff like that, and then it will be life updates. So at which point, if you want to skip a chapter, just click on the next one. It's fine. And yeah, so with the budget situation, now last time when I saw you, I had $80.82 left. Even though I am talking about October, I still get another $50. It's because my hubby JP, he's also got a channel, so he took over our channel sort of way back a couple years ago. Now he started getting paid by YouTube quite a while ago, but with YouTube payment, you only get paid if you have accumulated more than $100. And yeah, well, he has finally received his ever first payment from YouTube, and he said I had something to do with it as well, so I got to split that with him, so I get $50 as well. So yeah, so now I've got $130.82, and I didn't buy anything in the 3 weeks period. I know I talked about the unconventional cross stitch charts, And I ended up enabling someone to buy like 2 of them, but I didn't end up buying anything. I'm still thinking about it. I still haven't really made up my mind yet. And yeah, I might try to make a decision this month. And I also have my eye on a new realist kit. I'm not going to show you here because whenever I feel like I show something, someone else might end up getting enabled and buy it before me. So if I end up buying it, I'll show you, but otherwise I'll just keep it a secret for now. And that's it for the budget and haul section. And yeah, let's just jump right into WIP. Now, the past few weeks, I haven't stitched a lot either. I guess you might have been able to tell because I didn't end up filming, or I didn't end up uploading the stitching vlog around my birthday. It's because there was literally maybe 1 day of stitching. It was so bad, so I decided, nah, there's no way I'm just uploading something with like 1 day of stitching involved, but instead showing you what I eat, blah blah blah. So yeah, I just decided to abandon ship. So since I made the video on 12th of October, I stitched 9 days. And I only stitched 2 things. So I showed you this Dungeon Master pattern that I started stitching in October, and I finished it. So I stitched another 4 days since I saw you last, and yeah, that's it. It's a very small pattern. I don't normally get to stitch things this small, so it's quite nice. Now, if you remember the preview, it had Dungeon Master down the bottom as well. I'm not going to stitch that, just because since I want to make it into a dice bag, it will make the whole thing way too long. So yeah, that's it. It is stitched 2/1 on 25 count 𝓕𝓵𝓸𝔃𝓃𝓮, I think. Is it 𝓕𝓵𝓸𝓃? No, 25 count even weave anyway. And it's Christmas red. It looks a bit more vibrant on camera, but yeah, in real life it's slightly more dulled. And so yeah, I mentioned I stitched for 4 days, and altogether 3 hours and 15 minutes in the 4 days, and it took me about 11 hours altogether of stitching to finish this. I think if I wanted to do the words as well, it would have been way longer as well, because it's quite big, the actual letters. So yeah, now it's the actual challenging part, because I have to think about how to finish it. The stitching part is actually easy. So yeah, I finished. Quite proud. And I think JP already likes it. Imagine if I make it into a dice bag. And you might be wondering why this filming background has changed. It is because the house is really messy. My usual filming area, you can see a lot like at the back, some of the kitchen and the doggy area as well. It is so messy and I can't be bothered cleaning it just for the video, and there's not a lot of time. So I decided to just shifting it so you can't see the mess. Am I smart? So that's one thing that I've done. And the next thing I've stitched was bunnies. Did I stitch bunny last time I saw you? I don't think so. So Bunnies is a chart I got from Light Unicorn Designs on Etsy, and the Dungeon Master chart was from White Raven Design or something like that. I will leave the details here. But the Bunnies one's definitely by Light Unicorn Designs, and it is stitched for a friend who designed this like cartoony logo for JP&I. And yeah, she has 2 bunnies, and they're senior bunnies, so I don't know how long they can live for still. So I'm trying really hard to finish it this year, and I think I'm sort of on track. The preview, I will chuck it up there. And what can I say? There's not that much to say, so I might just show you what it looks like now. One second. There we go. So this is where I'm up to. That second bunny is getting completed slowly. Now it looks a bit strange because yeah, I think mostly I have left would be a big chunk of the wreath. But yeah, I've still got some bunnies to complete, and they're kind of block stitching as well, so I'm hoping it will go faster. So this one I've stitched for 5 days, 6.5 hours. And I'll do a comparison as well. I'll get it closer. And closer again here. So a lot of people have said this one looks really cute. I agree. If you don't stitch it, it looks real cute. But yeah, stitching is a bit annoying, especially like the branch. It's literally just one line of stitching with heaps of random colors. It could be like 1 stitch there, 2 stitches there. It's very annoying. Oh, my arms. So last time when you saw it, it was 90.94%, and now it's at 95.38. Now I was saying how this pattern is not really compatible with Markup RXP, and it was like picking up random like blank spots on the chart as well. So after I completed page 5 and I used mark the whole page, it just added 1.8%. So that's how many stitches it ended up picking up on that bloody page. So I guess that 95.38 technically is a little bit more. Maybe 96.5 or something, I don't know. But yeah, I still actually have quite a bit to do. The goal is to finish it by this month, like in November. But I don't know, because I also want to stitch other things. But then, so let's just say I will try to do it. I will try to do it. So then December I can just focus on fully finishing it, like put it in a hoop and make it look nice, so then I can gift it. Yeah, that's all I've done in the about 3 weeks. So this update is only till the end of October. Now I have stitched something else since November, but I'm not going to include it in this video. We can discuss it in the next one, the November stitching update. And yeah, let's talk about stitching plans, I suppose. Now, I've mentioned the stitching group organized a stitching retreat, and it is actually happening this weekend. So it is a full day, Friday to Sunday, and I have taken my leave So the schedule would be Friday 12 to 10, Saturday I think 9 to 5, and maybe Sunday 9 to 5 as well. The Friday is what I'm kind of most worried about, just because it is a bloody long day, and because we are like part of the organizers, so like a lot of us, I guess, kind of volunteer to get there a little bit earlier to help setting things up as well. So I might have to leave like around 10 o'clock to get there just before 11, or like in between 10:30 to 11 o'clock. And then I also volunteered to like organize, there's a small exchange type of thing as well. So I have to double check like exactly how we want to run it. I kind of have an idea, but then some people I think can only attend like certain days of this retreat. So yeah, I'll have to see how to deal with that. Yeah, so I also took Monday off because I expected to be fully drained after 3 days of socializing with people that I'm not very familiar with, or most of the people that I'm not familiar with. So that Monday, I'm just gonna, you know, clean up the mess after I rummage through a lot of things to take with me, and also, I guess, recuperate afterwards. So yeah, it should be good. There will be like 3 vendors there, so I am expecting to pick up some stuff, especially I'm looking forward to some more like project bags and knickknacks. Yeah, and I did say the goodie bag is gonna be awesome. And did I mention how much it was? So it was $250 a person, and it was in a golf course, a golf club or something. But it's almost fully catered. So because Friday you start from like lunchtime, so there's an afternoon tea and dinner included, and we've seen the menu, and it's a pretty nice menu. Also Saturday, there's morning tea and there's also lunch included. The main organizer, Jackie, also organized like a dinner after the retreat. So it will be in a like pub, I think, and a lot of people are going there because the partners and kids are also welcome. I'm not going there just because I know I'm gonna be dead like afterwards, so I'd prefer to just crawl back and chill with JP, so maybe we can go somewhere to eat just ourselves. And Sunday, same thing, I think the morning tea and lunch is included as well. And also you can pay extra there, like on the spot, for barista made coffee and like alcoholic drinks or other like soft drinks as well. So I thought 250 it's actually pretty good. It's a steal, really, considering I know how much effort went to like organizing this goodie bag as well. So yeah, I am planning to film like here and there. And then afterwards on Monday, maybe I can collect all the clips and, you know, release a video just about this retreat. Especially you get to see a little, like a tiny bit behind the scenes as well. So yeah, that should be a pretty big thing. And what else did I write down? Oh, and also for this retreat, I was originally planning, and I've mentioned it in the previous videos before, because the countryside became a UFO, and I had the idea of literally putting it on like a freebies table, so hopefully someone will pick it up and finish it, or just restarting it or something. But in this retreat, Jackie decided we're not gonna get or do a freebies table because she's been to quite a few retreats herself, and she's noticed that a lot of things that got left out there tend to be a little bit rubbish. So she doesn't want to deal with having to clean up afterwards if a lot of people didn't end up taking anything. So there's not going to be one. So I'm kind of looking for suggestions to like, what do you think I should do with it? Because Laura from I Stitch Birds, she's always been a sort of a promoter for literally just cutting the fabrics up and don't worry about it. But I don't know, I think it's such a waste. I'm not sure. So what do you think I should do? Yeah, I mean, if you're in Australia and you're happy to take it, let me know. You can message me on Instagram or something and we can work something out. I mean, technically I didn't spend that much money on it, but just because I have stitched quite a bit, I'm kind of a little bit emotionally tied to it. I just don't want to completely abandon it. I don't know. And then I also need to figure out what to take with me. Last retreat, I stayed for 2.5 days, I think. I think I brought maybe 3 or 4 projects with me, but I only ended up stitching about 2. So yeah, this retreat, I don't know which ones to take, especially considering I have more whips now than last time. I'm definitely taking the bunnies just because I know if it can get like a solid several hours, I can do a huge chunk. Also because it's more of a, like block stitching around the area I'm stitching now. So yeah, it might be beneficial if I have to, you know, talk to people so I don't have to pay that much attention to it, with like counting and whatnot. Yeah, if you have been keeping up with my whips, let me know which whips I should take with me. And I have not forgotten about the new stand review, and I'm not joking. The stand's still not opened. I took a picture of where it is. It's literally like I can see it right now in the box. Like it's on a armchair, literally like on top of the armchair, and I took a picture of it. I can show it here. Because I know if the moment I open it, I need a solid half day to film it and put it together and use it a little bit and, you know, film my like initial opinions as well. So that's a solid half day that I don't have yet. That's why I still haven't opened it. I can't promise that that's gonna happen this month, but depending on what we do in like 3 weeks time, I might be able to find half a day to film it. So we'll see. I think that's about it for plans. Oh, there's also the Stitch With Me. That still hasn't happened. I'm thinking like I will mention a little bit in the life update like what we've done around my birthday period, but maybe the details will be in like a Stitch With Me. I'm thinking about doing a short one. I'm also thinking about doing one tonight, but I don't know whether it will happen. Yeah, it's just a bit hard to like find a really good time that I can like calm down and just stitch, film, edit, and bam. So yeah, don't hate on me if it didn't end up happening, okay? So I think that's it. That's all the stitching related stuff, and I'm just gonna briefly talk about like life updates. And I'm looking at it, it's about 25 minutes right now. So for my birthday, I'll just briefly mention what I've got. So I ended up buying myself like, it's kind of like giving in. I bought myself, I've got the thing here, the Bluetooth like earphones. Now, I was sort of doing research and checking out like which ones were okay, but also not super expensive. But I'm so surprised at how expensive these Bluetooth like wireless earphones are. And this one cost almost $200 as well, but it's on the cheaper side. So it's called, like, the brand is Techniques, which I've never heard of before. But if you're interested, it is AZ40. Now, the sound effects okay, and online it said it could, like, with one charge, you could use it for about 5 hours. I think I've used it maybe for 3 hours so far. It's still going. I could probably still keep using it for a few hours. Yeah, sound effect wise, it's fine. And I used it to talk to JP once, and he said I sounded really good. So if you are thinking about it, maybe check the brand out. And I also bought an iPad mini. Now my current iPad is iPad Air 2, and I got it in 2015. So it's been about 10 years and it's still working fine, don't get me wrong. It's just a bit slow, and also charging was a bitch because, you know, I don't know, I think if I want to charge it fully now, it takes about a day, and it's very annoying when you need to take it somewhere and you realize you forgot to charge it. So I think I might still continue using it for something else. But yeah, I've got this iPad mini, and I also recently bought a case for it. It's so small compared to it. This one, I think it's like 8 point something inch, and this one's like more than 10 inch, maybe 12 inch or something, because it looks massive compared to the iPad mini. And this iPad mini is 17A, so it's the new one that just came out in 2024. So yeah, today I finally used like a couple hours to figure out how to transfer. I mean, I don't use a lot of Apple products, so it took a little while to figure out. And I also transferred the apps, like the stitching apps anyway, and transferred the progresses of all the charts. So I'm looking forward to using it. In terms of battery, I am surprised at how the moment I turned this on, it was like 94%. I thought it wouldn't turn on. I thought I would have to charge it. So I don't know what's going on with technology these days. I thought they would come with no charge, but hey. And I also bought a dress from a brand I've never purchased before. It's called 𝓕𝓵𝓸𝔃𝓃𝓮 or something. It's like a yellow dress, and it's in a style I don't normally wear. So it's like slightly revealing, I guess. And that's when I discovered now I'm a solid size 10. I used to be a solid size 8, and then as I slowly put on more weight, I was sort of in between sizes depending on, you know, the brand and the style of clothing. But now I'm a solid size 10. I've got a wedding to go to in Jan, and I haven't decided what to wear. So if I don't end up selecting from what I've got, I might end up wearing that one, and you get to see what it looks like. It's quite a cute one. It's a yellow dress. And what else? Oh, and also I kept telling you I wanted to try Pilates, the reformer Pilates, and I did it yesterday. That's why all my limbs are really sore. I feel like my body right now, it's about like 95, or maybe some of the 95-year-olds, you know, more fit than me. Everything hurts. Like, I think in terms of like the body trunks is okay. My abs are completely fine. I feel like I didn't figure out how to use my core. So I ended up using my limbs like 95% of the time. So all my arms, my legs, like every part of it is really sore. And so I did it on Monday, today's Tuesday. Yeah, so I did it on Monday, and like Sunday night I had a mini panic attack, and don't know, didn't sleep very well. Just kept thinking about it, kept worrying about it. But yeah, it was okay. The instructor ended up coming over quite often because I think I was the only newbie there. So I did it like from 8 to 8:50, and that was a pretty full class. So I think we had maybe like 12 to 14 people. And I don't know, I think people there seem to know what's going on. And I was surprised at seeing like an older gentleman there too, and he seemed really fit. So yeah, I've booked my second one on Thursday because I'm expecting the muscle soreness to be really bad today and tomorrow, and hopefully they will like recover enough so I can do another one on Thursday. Let me have a sip of tea. But yeah, so far, like afterwards, I feel like I've accomplished quite a lot. But I feel really tired. So I kind of wished I was doing it at night so I could do it, come back, you know, clean up and go to sleep. But the schedule doesn't quite work with like my work schedule, just because I finish on the later side, and their latest session is 8 p.m. So I might have to try it on a Monday or something. But yeah. So far, that's all that's happened. Yeah, it's just a really quick one, because otherwise I think if I end up doing one end of November, there's the retreat to talk about. There could be other things that's going on. So yeah, it will be a massive one. I just don't want to have to deal with that. Oh, I suddenly remembered. Today I also booked to see Critical Role. So I was talking about Critical Role last time, and literally they announced a tour to come to Australia, and the day was sometime in June. It was on a Wednesday, and I was tossing whether to see them or not, because I don't know, I just never feel like I'm passionate about something enough to want to like drop so much money to see someone. But JP was like, oh, you literally watching them so much, you're trying to, I don't know, I did watch them quite a lot. And he's just like, oh, you know, you must like them enough, and I don't mind seeing them because it might be really fun. So I thought, oh, yeah, let's just do it. So I booked the ticket. But just in case something happens, I booked the refundable option, so I paid a little bit more, like $30 more. So just if something comes up and I need to refund it, I still can. So yeah, that's another big thing, but way far away. And also, I'm not sure whether I mentioned this before, but my dad is coming just after Christmas to stay for about 4 weeks. Last time when my mum came, she stayed about 2 months, so I didn't do any videos for 2 months, and then ended up having to do a massive one at the end. But this time, if we're lucky, I might not miss anything, because I might have to do a video just before Christmas or around Christmas time before he comes, and then I can do another one end of Jan. So he'll stay, yeah, he'll come I think 28th or something and leave about 26th of Jan. He originally planned to come for like Chinese New Year, but I think he saw the price and it was really expensive, but he didn't want to say it. So he's just like, oh, do you really want me to stay for Chinese New Year? I was like, it's not really for me. I don't really care. It's not like I have days off, so it's up to you. So yeah, so that's the date that he settled on. And I really had to push him because every time he contacted me, it was a different date. And for me, I needed things to be really organized. I wanted to know exactly what would happen. Otherwise, I would get really stressed out. So like him doing that just made me really upset. So I was like, just bloody do the date, man. Don't change your date every time you contact me. I can't deal with this. So yeah, that's what will happen, you know, a couple months down the track. And that's it. That's the end of the video. So yeah, after this, I gotta wash my hair. We gotta clean up a little bit because we gotta cook as well. And then I need to edit and hopefully upload it. So yeah, maybe the next video will be either a stitch with me tonight or it will be like a retreat type of video. But yeah, hopefully you get to stitch lots when I'm having my stitching retreat. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you later. Bye.